everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Mortal Kombat 11 reveal video. Alright, so we've seen the trailer for the Kollector and now we're actually gonna get the opportunity to see some gameplay and probably some other loadouts, which will be cool. But before we get to that, I just wanted to briefly comment on something very important, and that was of concern to a lot of people that they discussed already in this Kombat Kast. And that is the issue dealing with custom variations and augments. So there was a lot of concern after the Game Informer article came out about the idea that custom variations, which have been shown to be a major part of this game and all the advertising and was a huge focus of the beta, would not be actually allowed in not just tournament play, but ranked online play as well, ranked matches. And a lot of people were very concerned about this because we were told that there would be some specific preset variations that you would be able to use. But based on the preset variations we'd seen so far, both in the beta and then just in previews, some of them didn't look particularly great, and I know a lot of people put a lot of time during the beta, myself included, into finding a custom variation that worked really well for them play-wise, and so the idea kind of was taking root that if you wanted to use custom variations, you would have to focus on playing in casual, and that you would really need to learn all of the specific preset variations if you wanted to be successful at all in ranked matches. And so that would be a lot of stuff for people to learn, and again, as I said, people weren't particularly satisfied with some of the preset ones. So to begin with, we learned that one, preset variations that we get when the game comes out are going to be different from the ones we've seen so far. So they're taking time to really think about it, think about the various moves, and I think that that's really important. I know, for instance, with Scarlet, her second preset variation in the beta, it basically was useless in my opinion. It didn't really give you much at all. So I'm really glad that we're gonna see completely different things there. And they also told us that they're gonna have a variety. They're gonna be adding in different preset variations. So we'll start out with only a couple per character, but they'll keep adding them in as they get feedback from the community, as they get more practice with the game, as they see who balances out with what. So there'll be new things coming forward and people will have input. And they're also going to, you know, they said, think about and consider the possibility of maybe changing it and having custom variations in ranked some point in the future. So that all sounds positive, but for me, the big positive actually came from their discussion of augments, okay? So my issue was that in casual, the Game Informer article told us, you would be able to use your custom variations, which is great. So people like me who really want to use custom variations, you have a place to go and do it, even if they're not allowed in ranked matches online. But we were also told in that article that augments would be allowed. And if anyone played Injustice 2, you're aware that there's a lot of augments, and this was specifically mentioned in the article too, that drastically would change gameplay. They could affect how much damage you would do, they could affect how much life you would lose in certain situations. So really, that wasn't something that I thought would be great in order to play against with other people in casual. You never know what exactly augments people will have in place, so you don't know what you're going up against at all, which supposedly was the issue with ranked and variations. And on top of that, you know, people might come in with something ridiculously overpowered, whereas you don't have those augments because you didn't do as much grinding offline. Point being, it seemed like it was going to make casual not even remotely fun, and you wouldn't be able to use custom variations in ranked, so what was the point of custom variations, right? So what they've told us here is that actually, though you'll be able to use some augments online in casual matches, ones that actually impact gameplay will not be available online. Those ones will only be available in offline play. And so to me, this completely takes away a lot of my concerns. And yes, it still isn't great that custom variations aren't necessarily allowed in ranked, but I don't think that's a huge surprise, and I'm encouraged by the things they're saying about how they're going to be working on different preset variations for you to use. And it looks like we will be able to use those custom variations in casual basically the same way that we did in the beta without having to worry about the game affecting augments. So Yay, that's good news. I'm really pleased about that. I'm glad that they talked about it. You know, I thought about making a video discussing this issue earlier in the week after the Game Informer article came out because it was something that I was really concerned about, but I wanted to wait to the Kombat Kast to see what they had to say, and I'm glad I did because I feel extremely relieved. Alright, so moving on from that, we've got Kollector gameplay, so let's jump in, let's check it out, let's see what he's all about, other than being really super creepy as we saw from the trailer. Alright, let's go.
Gameplay. He collects swords, maces, artifacts, magic spells.
So he collects pretty much anything?
He actually has this little backpack that 2 of his arms hold, and he can pull out pretty much anything our designer art team could think of. Right. He can pull out of it.
And he doesn't have just 4 arms, he has 6.
He has 6, yes.
Yeah, because if you can see, we'll show you in a second, the backpack he's holding is being clutched very close
to the okay, I didn't notice that. So he's got tiny little T-Rex arms holding his bag.
So just archetype-wise for
and then he's got the weird one sticking out of his back. And then the regular ones. So that's crazy. The rumor was that he had 6 arms, but it looked like there was 4.
Myself because he's so eclectic, he's so interesting. He has a little bit of everything. And then I realized it really shines in his personality. He is a collection of different archetypes. Like, he got some zoning, some counter zoning, really good mid-range, good mix-ups. He has a command grab. Yeah. He has some trap-type moves.
He's kind of got it all.
Yeah, he really does have, like, because he has so many different little weapons and artifacts, it's a little bit of everything.
So we talk about, like, the Master of None type situation. Yeah. Like, he has a lot of things he can do well.
He has a big umbrella, like a big toolkit.
Awesome. I think we should want to go into him.
Yeah, let's go straight into it.
Yeah, but you want to be a master
one of the
at
really neat things about...
We'll turn around.
He's so weird looking.
Yeah, you can see his little backpack.
Yeah.
Just like clutching it super close to him, yeah.
So
creepy. He's like a spider. I swear.
His weird little legs in all of his normal... I'm sorry, but
they seem to be normal size.
No, but the way his knees are and his little feet. So you can see here, he's literally throwing different stuff from his backpack.
And I love how, like, fluid all the arms are.
Yes,
right? Like,
it's so cool how they work together.
It's like cool, you mean
he has a lot of two-player animations, which are like grapple moves.
Which Tyler loves.
Yeah. So he's almost like a hybrid grappler in a weird way.
I like two-player animations because the other players can't do anything about it.
I love this one because of the weird way he gets down on his knees like that.
Yeah, that's funky.
He definitely has a very interesting fight style.
Yeah,
he hasn't really used it.
It's not like a traditional martial art at all.
No, it's like some sort of creature.
Yeah, it's like this is a sweep. His hop attack. So you can see it's this mix of weapons and magic. He is a very unusual character, which I think is neat.
I don't know. Like, so far I'm not finding this game style particularly exciting.
Let's start with base specials. So the first one is, you can see the little mace he has attached to a chain. He has this really long-range kind of projectile. He can actually charge this up.
I don't know.
I hate to interrupt you for a second. Could you go back for a second? Even though this seems to be a Tarkatan war camp, there's a beautiful rainbow back there.
What?
Yeah, that beautiful rainbow.
Beauty can happen anywhere.
Oh, you guys.
So he can actually cancel out of it, which is another thing he can do. He has a couple moves that he can cancel.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get a big old crushing blow.
And it's going to take about a second to fully charge.
It just seems like...
Right, you're vulnerable the entire time, which is why the cancels pretty
not super exciting so far.
Because as we play more and more, we were all sharking for crushing blows more, and like that's cool to know, yeah.
Maybe it's just because, like you said, that it's supposed to be like a mixture of everything, so it's not really particularly distinctive.
I picked Jax, which probably wasn't wise because he doesn't have a normal projectile, so I gotta wait. Yes. I totally this is so bad because he's heating up his arms.
I feel like this is me trying to demo. Okay, trying to demo moves.
If he amplifies it, okay, this is it for serious. If he amplifies it, he gets this orb that he can follow behind.
What does the orb do?
To force them to back or to block.
So the orb would cause them damage?
Exactly, right. So you're trying to zone him, and then he
so you can turn their projectiles sort of against them, but it doesn't actually fly back at them. It becomes like defensive.
I did not think of that, but that is super clever. This is like his combo ender. You're going to end a lot of your juggles with it. You can amplify it to do additional damage. And finally, he has has this bola attack, which he tosses this. If you amplify it, he's going to get a capture state, so he gets a combo. And he can also hold this like his mace, and he can actually cancel it if he wants. He can cancel forward or just out of it. It's pretty good.
So I'll assume that the cancel is
but obviously
an extra special move, because what I've seen in a lot of the other ones,
so that's kind of his
you know, Jade for instance,
a lot of,
if you want to cancel, you have to equip it,
and a lot of stuff
and so that takes up the spot of another potential move.
Again, cancels, absorbing moves. He's pretty neat like that. So let's go over some of the loadouts I made.
So let's see what you got.
The first thing I gave him is Up Mace, which acts similar to the straight mace, but it goes up, which is why I call it Up Mace. The same rules apply. He can charge it, cancel it, and you can see visually it looks really similar.
So then you don't know if he's going to do the up or the straight. It's a little minor.
Exactly, which adds to the, since you can cancel both. So they don't know. It does not. Another move I added is a command grab.
Yeah.
You cannot, but it does have a crushing blow. And that is what are the
requirements. The most exciting thing about him for me so far is how creepy he is. The creepiness, more than the gameplay so far. Yeah!
You do crushing blow and do a pop-up.
You know, it's funny, when I first read some of the things where it's like you have to punish, make a roll, I was like, well, that's not going to happen very often. The more we play and the more we roll, I'm like, nope, that's going to happen a lot. Yeah. It's such a great corner maneuver.
The other thing I gave him is, a teleport. Cool. This is super fast, has really good recovery, and this is a great addition for his mobility, obviously.
I've done a lot of characters with teleports in this game so far, it seems. Even Liu Kang has one.
Or he's getting overwhelmed. You know, you can use the teleport to get in. You can also use it for, like, setups.
And he has different variations of the teleport, right? So you can get behind them, in front of them, stay in place, I think.
Exactly. And it's super, super fast. It's like an old school raging teleport. Let's go into his fatal blow before.
We should have thrown yet?
I think so.
Let's just do it just in case.
Do that. Okay. You back to it? But still, throws are cool.
Throws are cool. 2 players.
Alright, so we saw this.
My vote for either crew.
It's freaky looking though, because his eyes.
Jax's face during that last part.
And how he's smiling as he's sitting. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Jax okay. Yeah, Jax is fine. Alright, so let's go over one more loadout. And I made this a zoning loadout.
Okay. Again, because you can do everything.
Right, so the first one I would use, you have a teleport, then you get in, and you start doing command grab mix-ups. This one,
real quick though, just look at the gilded stuff he has
collected over Look at him!
He has some really cool gear, really
oh my god, I think he looks even creepier this time.
Like a brain.
Even more like, somehow he looks even more like a spider. I think it's because he's looking like whitish gold and...
One that's covered, it's full of eyeballs.
As opposed to the blue.
The art team, because he's anything from the world, you can see they're like, what about a brain on the chain? Oh, absolutely.
Forget about the brain on the chain. Look at his freaky arms.
So the first thing I gave him was a projectile. You can do it in the air or the ground, and it'll do dot damage and actually keep these flames on the ground.
It seems like you can almost build like a pool of magic, right?
I don't know if it's just because of his extreme freakiness, but this loadout seems more interesting so far.
Just, still getting pumped. He's on fire. That's MK.
Oh, let's look at the backpack. Moving on.
That is so
it's got a skull
creepy.
On it. It's pretty metal.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool backpacks too.
So then I gave him a chakram. This replaces his bola, and it is significantly faster. The trade-off is he cannot charge it anymore or cancel out of it. But this is awesome because the meter burn puts him in a capture state. And this has to be one of the fastest projectiles into the capture state it's ever been in MK.
They're there for a while. They're caught for just about a minute. You can dash up and get them.
Yeah, like a really common scenario is he'll do it from literally full screen, and if a projectile trades, he still has time to go and get a combo. It's awesome. So you're not going to have like the meta game of canceling it and charging it, but it's just straight up, you can't go wrong. If you're willing to commit to the amplified, it's an awesome combo starter. And it actually has a crushing blow, and its requirement is tied to another move. So if they are on fire, and he does the chakram, there's that crushing blow, which
pretty cool looking.
So his projectile, without amplifying it, if it's a crushing blow, gets a big pop-up into a combo.
That's great. Cool. Is that basically it for this?
That is basically the Kollector. He is a...
And granted, there is more to the Kollector, but we have so much we got to go through here today that we want to just kind of touch on it and keep moving forward.
Right.
Funky.
No, yeah, I mean, we are saving a lot of the other sort of costume pieces and gear for player exploration because we have got, I mean, I've seen so much.
Yeah, which is good.
Stuff.
I mean, it's nice
really
that
surprising stuff.
we won't have everything shown to us ahead of time.
We definitely have 3 characters to show them.
Right.
You guys, the trailer will give you a little taste of what the Kollector was.
I just love...
Alright, well, that was the Kollector's gameplay. So, I'll say that I still feel like I'm kind of underwhelmed so far. We've seen a good amount of characters at this point, and I feel like out of all the ones we've seen, maybe I'm the least excited about him. I don't know if it's just, like they were saying that he's a mixture of so many different styles, so to me it feels like he doesn't really have a distinctive one. He has the, like, funky overhead stabs and grabs with his extra arms, but I don't know, it just didn't seem like anything particularly exciting so far, though that second skin in the second loadout was really creepy, and his creepiness, the creepy factor, I do like. I think that that's very good for Mortal Kombat. You need some creepy characters in there. But yeah, but who knows, we didn't really see that much, as they said they're trying to go through quickly because they still gotta get to Noob and Aaron Black. So, you know, maybe there's just a lot that I haven't seen yet that is more exciting. So you guys let me know what you think. Are you excited about playing the Kollector, trying him out? What's your feelings on what you've seen so far? Alright, well that's gonna do it for this video, because we've got more stuff to film coming up, so thank you so much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!